I'm the man on the mic.
And I'm the guy on the bike.
And this is the Velo29 podcast. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome to Velo29. This is Father Christmas speaking. Hello, Richard. Have you been a good boy?
I've been doing my best, so yeah, I'm hoping for my presents.
Mate, this is me channeling the Brian Blessed voice in order to be my...
That's who it was.
Yeah, well, a little bit. I don't go quite. I think if I did Brian Blessed dressed as Santa, I'd probably frighten the kids.
Could be in trouble. Yeah.
But you know, you just have to go deep and a little bit posh. Hello, everybody.
I won't try it. I'll serve the listeners.
You stick to bikes. I'll stick to whatever it is I do.
Whatever it is you do, yeah. You've had a typically varied December, haven't you?
You know what I'm like, mate. Mr. Blooming all over the place. Yeah, book launches and grottos and all that. Yeah, I go off sport for about 3 months and go back into the world of showbiz. You know.
Yeah, got to do what you got to do, haven't you?
You know, you didn't get the memo, mate. I thought it was Christmas jumper day.
I'd prepared. So
Here we go, folks.
I bought a Christmas hat. I wore it all day yesterday in York at the festive sportive. I was going to wear it today, and then I saw Elliot driving off to his friend's birthday party in my hat. And then I thought, well, buy son. And then about 10 seconds later, when it was too late, my hat! I wouldn't have been able to wrestle it off him anyway. So
well, we'll forgive you, folks.
I have put up a festive background to try and
it's rather
save
pink,
myself.
But I like it. 12 climbs of Christmas. How's that been going?
It's fun. Yeah, it's actually the third time we've done it. And I thought last year, should we do like 12 something else? And as well as not being able to think of something else. It works, doesn't it? We're a climby kind of organisation.
Yeah, you're quite climby, aren't you? You are quite climby.
I used to like climbs when I used to ride properly. Don't like them anymore. But I still have a little tiny sprocket on my bike so that I look like a Italian pro, but I'm definitely not. But then, yeah,
mate, I'm not sure you can pull that look off anymore. I just want to put that out there.
I was never like a Mario Cipollini, but I was lean.
Anyway, I don't think this is going to be particularly long. So should we rattle on? I wanted to kind of find out what you look at 2021 as, and I know it's been all over the shop and will continue to be, I think, for a little bit longer. But when you look back at 2021, what do you see? What's your kind of wrap up? You see what I did there with a double,
with a little bow on top.
Yeah, a little bow on top.
I think that we'll 2020 and 2021 we'll always remember, and 2020 I'd like to forget. We did our best and proud of what we did, but you know, it was rubbish. 2021, I think for Velo29 has been a really important year because it's become apparent sportive market's moved to a different place now, and that sort of, I wouldn't say decline, but change from the peak of 2014, 15, 16. It's been a sort of natural change, and that's now become apparent. We've settled into that. We've survived. We are surviving it, and many others haven't. And 2021's really sort of cemented our place.
Consolidation, yeah.
As a respected, diverse, good fun, friendly organizer, and we'll keep doing what we've done in 2021 for quite some time, I think.
Yeah, and we talked about this throughout 2020, didn't we? The way in which, you know, you changed the way in which you were doing things, and I have obviously as well. And yet some of those things have been really, really positive.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, we look. I think looking back over 2 years in any walk of life, you learn. It's an opportunity to learn a huge amount about yourself and what you do, and challenge yourself and try new things. And yeah, we've done that, and people love it. Yesterday, little event at York, loads of people coming up and sort of the pats on the back that mean a huge amount. And you know, you say to people, it's hard to say it so sincerely that to get across to people that it means so much. But you've worked hard, and we didn't used to get it. It was kind of like coincidental if somebody had a great day or not. And now so many people come and say, look, the year's been brilliant, and a few guys saying what we've done over the last year has had a massive positive impact on their life, not just on riding the bike, but on their life. And that it means a huge amount.
That means everything, doesn't it? Yeah.
It's hard to then say back to the guy, "Oh, thank you so much. That means so much." But honestly, it's moving, and even like you feel yourself a little bit filling up.
Emotional.
It does mean a huge amount, and thanks to everybody who said that over the last year or so.
And it's getting that balance, isn't it? Because obviously, you are running a business, but you want it to be, impactful. You want it to be sensible. You want it to have a positive impact on people, on the environment, all that kind of stuff. And it's easy to say that, but actually, when you realise that you're doing that, then job done, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I have felt like we do what we do so that people can ride their bikes. And I think that above everything now, and that was always a massive part of it, but we wanted to give people the benefit of our experience and learn things about different like elements of cycling, and all of that's like embedded in what we do. But we pitch up and work hard at an event so that people can ride their bikes, and that's, I think now that is like maybe not the ethos of the company, but it's like that's why we do it. If somebody were to ask why do we do it, that's why.
I think it is, and I think again going back to the whole kind of pandemic and COVID thing, people have realised that although you can cycle on your own, and it's something you can happily do, actually that coming together, that being together. I mean, we've got a little club here in Cranbrook that's a cycle club that's growing quite well in this brand new town, and we got 30.
They must ride past your house there. You wouldn't know about it otherwise.
No, I commentate. I come in and commentate. I come stand outside my door and commentate for them. They love it. I do. And then we all met at the cafe yesterday, and they just all came in their Christmas clothes and all met at the cafe, and we did a Secret Santa, and I kind of helped them out from that perspective. But what I'm saying is it's about being together. It's about sharing your hobby. We can do it on our own, but to do it together means everything. And you're an enabler in that sense of bringing people together that possibly wouldn't meet otherwise.
I think so. Yeah,
it's good. It's all good. So I'm going to put you on the spot now, Rich. I haven't planned this at all, and I love doing this. 3 words that would sum up your year with regards to the Velo29 and the stuff you've been doing.
3 words.
3 words.
I
put you on the spot now. Go on.
I would.
Can I say what I think?
Yeah, you. Yeah, go on.
I'd say resilience. Yeah. I'd say enjoyable.
I was going to say fun. Was going to be one of them.
I don't like the word fun. I think it's been twisted over the years, and it doesn't really mean what it's meant to mean.
Let's go with enjoyable then.
So I would say resilience, enjoyable, and community. Those are the 3 things that I would, from looking in and people that know. I do the odd gig for you, but I'm not part of the organisation from that perspective, and that's what I would see from the outside.
Would
you take that?
That's changed over the years. The sort of, we always wanted to be inclusive and diverse, but we didn't. It's probably like as I've got older and had Elliot and stuff like that, it's become more of a thing for me. But
it does change the way you see life, definitely.
The way that people enjoy and the community thing of it, that's become much more of it's more important to me now. Whether there's people who don't take part who used to, and it doesn't suit them, I haven't really thought about. But
possibly. But you want to relate to the many, not the few,
Exactly.
And the many seem, like I said, and I think it is a post-pandemic thing that we've actually realised how much we all matter to each other, and that we do want to connect in some way, even if it's just on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so what's you're looking forward to? What's next year in store for you? And I know we've talked about the events coming up, but what are you kind of going? Yeah, this is going to happen.
We thought. I stood there in York yesterday. How enjoyable it is getting out on the road again and doing the events. So chomping at the bit for March really, and getting the big big events under our belt. Once more, Yorkies, Cheshire Cat, stuff like that. I think looking forward to. We always change a few things over the winter, and looking forward to a few changes that I won't say too much about just now. Nothing dramatic, nothing changing what happens on the day, but just a couple of little extra things that we're going to do. Looking forward to some good weather, getting outside on my bike. It's been a bit grim the last few weeks, hasn't it? So I'd hope that I actually get to ride more next year. But yeah, looking forward to the new events, of course. And
from a personal perspective, just kind of seeing the little one grow up.
Yeah, well, it's remarkable what a difference going to school has made. 6 months ago, he was just just stopping being a baby, and now he's a big lad.
Yeah,
it's made a massive difference. And it doesn't. It's funny, it doesn't. When we're together and we play in the house, it makes no difference. It could be 2 years ago, or when he was 2, or it could be now, and I guess it could be when he's 6 as well. But we do other things, like I've started to take him skiing, learn how to ski indoor, and he does a tennis class, he does a swimming class. He was doing football, but then that clashed with the swimming, so we had to start. And doing stuff like that, you want to. I don't care if he's good at it or bad at it. I just want him to enjoy it and do his best as well. I always thought that.
I remember getting a lot of grief from my son's gymnastic coach because he was about 7 or 8, and he was doing really well. He was in a little whatever squad they called it, and in the end I said, mate, he's not going to commit to this because he wants to do other things. Oh well, blah, blah, blah. And I said, doesn't matter. I said, I don't really mind. No. If he has a chance to be an Olympic gymnast, fair enough, but that ain't happening. So I'm just going to give him a chance to do what he did cricket, and he did rugby, and he did football, and he did all sorts. And I think it's great. I think they got on a bike, and now and all that kind of stuff. You've got to give them the breadth. You've got to give them the breadth.
I think so. Choices are a massive thing, aren't they?
And then they can decide, And I do have friends whose kids are 7 years old and they've already decided they want to be a pro cyclist. And I get that, that's doable and that's possible. And you're going to go on that journey and you're going to put the effort in. But that isn't necessarily everybody, is it?
It's not, no. And you want that person to exist in an environment that if it fails or they change their mind, that the life isn't over.
And that's really important. You've got to prepare your kids for failure as much as you have for success.
Yeah. Come back to a comfortable home that life's all right still when it has gone wrong.
Back to the philosophical podcast. Can I do a little plug?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
It's going to be the book, isn't it?
It's going to be the book. So those of you that have seen the first one when the books came, we've now got the second, which is when the hugs came, and people are kind of going, oh, but we're not there yet. And I'm going, no, read the book. It's not about being able to hug anybody all and sundry. It's about Dad being away in the armed forces, and obviously during lockdown they miss him, and then he comes home and they get a cuddle. Endorsed by the Royal British Legion, Rich.
Yeah. Proud of the work you've done there, mate. Both the books are brilliant.
It's come out of nowhere, isn't it? Me and you chatted all the way through lockdown, and this was my saving grace, really. It was all self-done, no support from any publisher or editor or anybody.
Illustrations are brilliant, aren't they?
Illustrations, found a mate that does them for me, and we're going to keep working together.
Yeah, there's more to come, is there?
Oh, way more. There's more than this series as well. He's such a diverse illustrator. I could come up with any idea and he'd be able to create something. I wanted the Quentin Blake style pictures, and that's what I asked for. But I've got a series of kind of wordplay stuff for little kids, like the Cat in the Hat stuff. I've got a whole series called What the Dinosaur.
More to come from Joe
There's more to come. There's more to come, and that'll be a completely different style, non-rhyming, very silly wordplay, lots of silly, almost comical drawings, and that I think will be Andy as well. So, mate,
good work, mate. Good work.
Yeah, so that's been what I've been up to, really.
Still time to get yourself one for Christmas if you're listening.
Yes, please. If you do want to support it,
Joe will personally go to the post office, I think. And
I literally do it all.
Yeah, that's the way we roll, isn't it? There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so whenthehugscame.com or whenthebugscame.com or joefisherauthor.com, it all goes to the same place and you can order from there. They're only $6.99.
People used to the one-man band type thing is like, but not absolutely not. Today, there's so many, I don't know, YouTubers who, as an example, there's a guy I followed. He used to work on TV, then he did a YouTube channel. Now he does a car show and he does merchandise, all those kind of things. And he literally, like him and his wife, post it, and it's just brilliant. And I aren't a one-man band by any means, but it's a
similar outlook.
Yeah. It's what I want it to be, and everybody does a fantastic job in helping me do that. But a lot of respect for that type of thing these days.
Yeah, and I think social media, I mean, I wouldn't have had a clue. I've never written a book in my life, let alone produced it, published it, got it illustrated and marketed it. But because me and you are the kind of people that have a lot of other people that we know and we've got to know over the years, you can kind of pull in. I didn't know Andy, the illustrator, but loads of people I knew did. And I think when I put it out there, I had about 15 separate people all say, you need to speak to Andy. And it turned out we had masses of mutual things in common and friends, and now it's becoming hopefully a profitable partnership. That's the plan. I mean, it's a long journey and I didn't realize quite how complicated self-publishing is. But I also prefer it at the moment to getting a publisher because I've still got control.
Yeah.
And for the time being, and until I sell 20,000 or 30,000 books, at the moment, I'm quite happy to do it my way.
Crack on. Good for you.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for allowing me to say that.
No problem. We'll cut it out.
He will as well.
I won't. The editing takes way too long. We have to get this in one take, otherwise it's just not happening.
Well, we haven't got long left then, mate. So we've done highlights, haven't we? We've done next year. Anything else you wanted to kind of finish on, really?
No, just wish everyone a Merry Christmas, I suppose.
Yeah, we wish everyone safe as well.
But yeah,
I feel like we're going back to the same old words, aren't we?
People have stuck with us over a long time, and it's not all on goodwill, but I'm aware there is an element of that. And we've said it before, we're incredibly grateful, and we were incredibly grateful in year one, back in 2011, and that's only got more and more. But getting like it's so integrated with the guys and the community side of it, and I know first name terms with so many people now, and I know a lot of people know my name, and I don't always know all of their name, and don't be offended, but there's so many people on the days who come and chat, and I'll recognize the face and the bike and the voice and all of that kind of thing, and that means a huge amount to me, to all of us at Velo29. And there's guys bringing wine for the girl in the coffee van, Cat, and people say, "Oh yeah, I saw James out in the car," and it's like it's all a big thing. And
but it's going back to what we were saying, that it did begin as a one-man band thing, but you've developed that community around you, and you've developed those people that want to be part of it and want to kind of help move it forward, and that's brilliant.
That has changed, in the last 2 years. There's people, we used to have like only a small core group, and then various people who were available used to come and help us, and sometimes we have someone do one event, and that isn't the case anymore, and people will have seen that change there. And it's so important for me that somebody, Kat runs a coffee van, I plug the van in for her and she takes care of it from start to finish of the day, and I don't have to check on what she's doing or anything. I'll worry that she's done it wrong. It's brilliant. And there's James with the signs and Paddy with the mechanics, and all the work that everybody does is brilliant, and it's made my life easier and enabled us to do more events and make them safer and better and all that kind of thing over the years. So the team do a great job, and we're going to need them. We've got more events next year, and we're spreading further across the country as well.
Yeah, so we're moving south, aren't you? So
yeah, going to be we'll have to go north. We do return to life in the north, but it's not so popular. So
I still wanted to go even more south, so we'll see what happens. but
I got as far as Welling Garden City on Tuesday last week, and to be honest, that was south enough.
Yeah,
that was too south actually. I should have stopped at Stevenage.
Well done, mate, and all the best for Christmas and for the following year. And I'm sure we'll be bumping into each other at various events.
Oh, we will. Yeah, we're going to do a few rides with Rich virtual. I'm going to give that a bash as a bit of a ride leader on Zwift over Christmas. So I can then say to my wife when she says, "Are you going on that bloody bike again?" I can say, "Well, we have to. It's for the good of the people and Velo29." So yeah, a ride with Rich. And so we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, get a few people along.
Brilliant.
And then, we'll see you in some capacity over Christmas for a ride, I'm sure.
Brilliant. Well done, everybody. Thanks ever so much. Have a safe Christmas. And
Merry Christmas. Ride your bikes, stay safe, and eat plenty so you can burn it off in the new year.
Well done, guys. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Bye. See you. Bye.